What's up, you fucking pipsqueaks? I lose like 4 grand in this video. Wait until the end because I explain where you can get access to my live streams because this is just a clipped version. And also, if you join the live streams, you also get access to a free $50,000 challenge account that you can follow along. So if you want to get access to my trading strategy more in depth on how I lose money every single day, just kidding. On this particular trading account that I'm trading on this stream, I've made like 15%. I actually just received my payout today, 13% on a 100K funded account. So if you're interested in learning more about that, wait until the end. And then join the group so you can watch me trade live and get access to your free challenge account. And then obviously make some money with me or lose money. Okay, welcome. 8 a.m. or 8:20. Let's see what's going on. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Yesterday we traded this right here, called this out, came to the top of this zone, dropped down out of it, and sort of looks like it's trading in it again. GU, here's a trade we took yesterday, and it seems like we're back trading in the zone again. But like, look, if you haven't seen my my trading strategy video on my YouTube yet, go watch it so you can understand what I'm talking about and understand like these zones and why I mark them out and why price reacts to them so specifically. But look, in the video I say when it breaks down, it always comes back, retests it, and then continues to drop to a new zone. That's exactly what happened. I came back in it, consolidated around the bottom of it right here, and now it traded in it. Came down to like the bottom-ish of the zone right here, shot back up, tested the top of it, came out, you know, like it, now it went into this zone, and now we're back over here. So like clearly the strategy and what I'm looking at is true because you can see price reacting to the exact points that I mark out. And what I talk about in the trading strategy video is basically just going through why it reacts to these parts and how to take advantage of it. And that's like the main thing of my strategy. Let's go to USD CAD. USD CAD, we missed a big trade yesterday. I don't really know what the fuck's going on. We're gonna have to zoom out a bit on the H4, see what's happening here. So it seems like it's just in like one big new zone up here. Has it ever been this high before? I do not know. Maybe a long time ago, yeah, like 2020, it was trading in this area. But yeah, I don't know. We will go back to the H1. Check this out. So like this is just like one big zone. I don't know if I trust trading in it, really, because I don't really know what the fuck's going on. Go down to the M5. It's looking like, honestly, the most probable trade right now with this USD CAD would be to see if this candle closes green, and then you could buy it, buy the consolidation. I might do that and aim for these highs right here, and then we'll see what happens. What time is it? So in 4 minutes, we'll check out this trade, and if this candle closes green, then I'm going to take a buy and aim for these highs. Right now, that might be the only setup that I'm looking at, but we will see. Right here, maybe. Right here, maybe. Right here, maybe. No, I don't really trust that much. We'll mark this out again. Said we'll mark it out like that. Why are we on the M1? Okay, we can go on the H1. Not much you can really see on the H1. Yeah, so like no trades in the middle of consolidation zones unless you want to get absolutely mollywopped because it can turn up or down in the middle of it. So no trades in GU right now. For EU, we've been trading consolidation for a bit. Don't really know what's happening. We're back in this zone. Same thing with this. We can mark out this. I'll mark out this area for you guys again. Just over here so you can visualize it a bit more. So like, you could say that this is a rejection off the top of it. So if this candle closes red, you could aim for the lows, but like that's sort of like in the middle of this consolidation zone, right? Which may not even be worth taking the risk to trade it because you're already halfway down in the consolidation zone. So like I could easily just turn back up, right? But this is a higher risk setup to take the sell here. And USD CAD is still looking good for a buy. So we'll look at the DJI, the Dow. The Dow has been moving completely sideways. This is an entire new zone it's in too. So like maybe even taking buys off the bottom of this could be a trade as well. See if there's rejections out of it, or maybe if it comes out, retest it and then continues to drop, we could take sells. But for right now, it seems like the only trade I'm interested in is the USD CAD one. So we'll just sit here and watch it for the next couple minutes. And I'll probably end up it's looking like we're gonna end up taking it. Okay, so like the main reason why I take these trades, for people that don't know, is the most probable setups you can have when you're in key consolidation zones like this are taking the buys and sells off of the top of them, right? And the most consistently improbable setups you can take are trying to time the breakouts out of them. So would you rather take probable setups or unprobable ones? I like to take probable ones. So that is why I do that. I'm gonna take this trade, I think. Yeah, I am. I'm taking it. And then we're gonna ride it, see if it goes up to these highs, and then if it does, this might even be an early entry, but like on the M1, you can see it clearly rejects off of it, comes back and retests it, and then rejects off it again. And that's the main reason why I'm taking it. A lot of people burn themselves because they try to take like sniper entries. They try to time this candle or like these couple candles exactly so you can get the most out of each movement. But through my data and testing out different strategies and stuff, and this one even, you're better off just using a smaller lot size. And then once you have the analysis down, and if it's correct, obviously, and price does move into your favor, you're better off just entering the trade and just waiting for it to work out rather than waiting for these exact sniper entries, because most of the time you'll miss them, or you'll get yourself into like a trade. Like let's say you wanted it to go up right here and you see this candle or whatever, you're like, oh my goodness, it's gonna go up, so you take it and then it just tanks on you, so you'll get burned that way as well. We're in a little bit of drawdown right now. We'll see what happens. Yesterday our trade, the trade I called out was a $1,000 trade, so it was a point. It brought us back up to 15 grand on this funded account. And I said I'm okay with dropping down to 10 because this is my last week on this funded account until I request a withdrawal and then probably get denied a payout. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Like this setup is looking good though. Like this is like the exact setup that I look for. But to be quite honest with you, sometimes like Whoops. I usually don't, my trading strategy and my entry model, I usually go off of a 5 minute retest, not a 1 minute. So obviously we didn't really get the retest on the 5 minute. A retest would be like, it'd look more like this rather than this. So it'd hit it, clearly go up, come back down, and then continue to go. I guess it sort of did it right here, but that's not enough for me to be fully convinced. So it's possible that it comes down, hits it again, and then continues to go. So if you guys haven't taken this trade and you're just waiting for it to see what happens, just wait for it to come down if it does. And then if it shows signs of rejection, then enter it to the upside, obviously. And then you'll have a better entry than me. But if it continues to break through, if it breaks through and starts to fill this gap, what'll happen is it'll come down. It might even come all the way down here. And then it'll retest this zone. And then I'm going to take a sell off of it as well. But we will see what happens, obviously. We'll see what happens. What about AUD USD, Euro GBP, GJ? I'm not comfortable enough in these markets to call trades out because I'm still testing them out. So the main markets I trade are dollar CAD, GU, EU, and then DGI, the Dow. These are the 4 markets that I usually trade. EU is by far my favorite. A lot of people that tune in to the streams and have been my students for a while will understand and know why. But I can actually just show you while we just lose money on this trade. If you zoom out, like, this is a gorgeous market. Like, it's so easy to find these key consolidation zones and wait for the breaks and retests. That's why I personally love it, and most of the profit made on this account, on this funded account, has been made in EU, and then obviously most of the profit made during the evaluation stages, the first and second step, have been made in EU as well. That's why I love it, just because it's so easy to read with my strategy. So it's by far my favorite. This is looking good though. Like, you guys could take this, take a sell off this maybe. Like, if I wasn't in this trade and this was the only setup showing, then I would probably take this. Currently in $700 drawdown. So like I was saying earlier, guys, like, if it does come down to here, I'll reassess, and if it does show signs of rejection, like I said, I'll call that out. And then you guys, for the people who've been sitting on your hands, because I did say that this could be an early entry because it was a pretty big push up from this, so it might pull back. So if it does do that, I'll call it out if it shows signs of rejection back to the upside, and then that's when I would enter to get a better entry than I do. So you could get more profits if it does start to test these highs up here. I will reassess closing it if it stays below this zone and closes the candles close underneath it and it starts trading down here. Then I will highly consider closing it for a loss for the day. EU still looking good to test these lows in this zone. So if you guys took that, let me know, and then we will keep everybody updated with everything. DGI sort of looking good for a buy to test the highs. Guys, I'm taking this trade because the most probable setups in a consolidation zone are taking buys and sells off the top of it. We're obviously at the bottom. It tested it a couple times, rejected off of it, showing signs of rejection. So the most probable thing that'll happen after that is that it'll test the highs in the consolidation zone and then even come up here maybe. The most probable thing that'll happen, I say probable because there's a probability that it tanks, right? like we don't know what's going to happen. This is the live market, so you play off probabilities and the most probable trades, and that's how I trade. And certain things that I wait for to make it. So like the reason why I wait for like breaks and retests and then enter off the rejection off the retests is because usually after it does that, it's I'm not gonna say a for sure sign, but usually it means it's probably gonna go the way you think it's gonna go, whether it's back up here or down here. Like if it breaks down, retests it, and then shows signs of rejection to the downside, more than likely it's gonna keep on dropping rather than coming back up into this zone. Same thing here. Hit the bottom of the zone, rejected, retested it, rejected off of it again, showed signs of rejection. So the most probable thing that's going to happen from the data presented is it's going to continue going up and retest these zones up or these highs up here rather than continuing to drop. But like I said, because on the M5 it was such a big push up with this green candle, like I said, it's possible it could pull back a bit, retest it again even. Like the same thing that happened over here on the GU trade yesterday. Man, it's like 8 a.m. here. I'm currently down a point, by the way. I was at the gym this morning. There's literally nobody there. And then yesterday, there's so many people, dude. Like it was woman hour. So many, like just women there for whatever reason. And then today, literally nobody. So like 6 a.m. workout club, it's a hit or miss, especially at the gym I go to. Especially since I'm there at 6 a.m. pretty much every single day. Like it's either decently packed or nobody. It's almost like people go through phases of being disciplined, which probably isn't the best. Am I worried about the trade? No. I would be worried about the trade if it breaks through and starts trading down here and then shows signs of retesting it and then shows signs of rejection off of that retest. Then I would be worried about the trade. But right now, no. This is the exact same setup as yesterday, guys. The exact same setup as yesterday that I took yesterday on stream. Exact same over here. Exact same setup. And like I said, my win rate is between 40 and 60%, but obviously that's still enough for me to get on a funded account and then make 14 grand on a funded account. It doesn't have, it's not, nobody's trading strategy that's actually profitable in the long term is going to have massive win rate or RR or whatever, all that bullshit that people spew to you. Nobody's going to be like that. And this is full transparent. Like I actually make day trading profits and I have a positive outcome every single year. And I'm being 100% transparent with you guys with everything, including the losses. Like nobody always wins every single trade. And that's complete bullshit. Whoever's trying to tell you that is literally just trying to take advantage of you to sell you high ticket courses or bots or algorithms and take advantage of your lack of knowledge in this industry. That's literally all it is. That is complete bullshit, and that's not, I'm never going to do that to you. I'm never going to take advantage of somebody in this industry for their lack of knowledge. That is why this trading group is only 20 bucks a month instead of being well over 100 like everybody else is, or how I'm not selling you a high ticket course worth thousands of dollars. I'm giving you all the course material once we upload it to the Discord group. All the course material, advanced, intermediate, and beginner level courses, all of it. You get access to my trading strategy for free from my YouTube channel, and then also watching it on stream here, and then also getting trade ideas. You get access to everything for fucking 20 bucks a month, and then also a 50K challenge account. So it's possible I even upload this one to YouTube just to show you guys full transparency that like my trading strategy doesn't always work. So if you are watching from YouTube, if I do upload this one to YouTube, be sure to check out like the Discord group and like I'm trying to educate people the correct way in terms of giving them the tools and everything they need to succeed, in terms of helping you and catering you and helping you navigate the whole bullshit day trading industry and the current state of it, and helping you actually create an edge for yourself that works well with you and your trading psychology and your psychology and personality in general. Yeah. Why don't you just withdraw right now instead of. We have a full trading week. I want to see if I can get up to 20 grand. And like I said, we're in drawdown right now. Like I said, I'm fine with going down to I'm fine with losing the 5 grand to see if I can make 20, because either way I still get a 10k payout, right? A 10k payout is pretty damn good for a month of trading on a 100k account. 10% return. Worried about the trade now? No, because we still haven't closed outside of these lows right here. If we close outside of these lows and push down and start trading and then show signs of rejection, or we continue to fall, then I'll probably close it. Below the lows, we will see what happens. At 2.5%, I'll probably cut it if it doesn't start to bounce. So if it doesn't start to bounce right here, why don't I have a stop loss? I don't have a stop loss because I'm actively managing the trade. So I'm going to cut the trade. And that's how you lose 2.5 grand. So I'm going to wait to see, watch it bounce back up and start raging up here. But if it continues to drop and then it shows signs of retest on the 5-minute and then shows signs of rejection, then I'm going to sell it. And then I'm going to aim for this low right here once it pushed up right here. Like I said, losses will happen, dude. I have a 40 to 60% win rate, but like obviously the amount I'm at on my funded account shows that it's profitable to wait for this retest, because this setup looks really good too. So I'm going to mark out this zone for everybody. If it shows signs of rejection off of it, that's another selling opportunity as well. Show signs of rejection off of this zone and GU, sell it. Euro USD, same thing. So same thing here, just waiting to see signs of rejection and then taking sells. What I think will happen with GU is it'll come into this area, right? It'll consolidate for a bit and then show signs of rejection. I've already had one coffee today, this morning, and I sort of want to go get another. GU is looking the best right now for an opportunity to trade. EU as well. So these are the key points of interest for me, where it could bounce right here, come back out, retest, show signs of rejection, and then that's when I'd take it. GU is consolidating in this consolidation zone right here. Trying to figure out where it's going to go. EU is looking like a good selling opportunity. This candle closes red. You could sell it down to these lows, or even these ones right here. Why didn't I flip it? Because there's no sign of my entry model is my entry model. If you, with your strategy and how you trade, if you were to flip this trade for yourself, go for it, man. Like, that's just not how I trade. Like I said, like my entry model, my trading strategy, it's gotten me to the point where I am now. So I'm not gonna change it and wait and do things differently. Broke through this zone, retested it, came down, retested again. Now it's showing signs of rejection. This is a selling opportunity as well. I personally like to see 2 5-minute candle closes before I take the trade. No, that's a FOMO trade if you were to enter right now and just wait for it to hopefully drop down here. There's literally no sign that it'll continue to drop. Like I said, it could bounce off this level. Like what could happen is it could come break up back up and then come down, retest the lows of the zone, and then continue to go up, right? And then we could take that trade as well. Like, there's no signs that it's going to continue to drop right now at all. At all. Like, we're in the middle of two support and resistance levels, and it's bouncing off one of them. If we were to sell it right now, it's possible, like I said, it just comes back up, consolidates here, and then shoots up. And then you would be burned. So it would be a stupid entry to take it now. Yesterday we made $1,000. Today we're down 2.5%. Depending how this trade works out, we could be down up to like 3.5% for the day, right? But like my biggest day in on this trading account was 4.9%. So what's the biggest thing that helped you stay disciplined in trading? I touched about this a little bit like yesterday. The biggest thing that helped me was for the longest time I've been pretty disciplined on my fitness, my gym routine, and my meal plan, and like just my personal health and fitness, and then obviously my work, and then that consists of day trading as well, and then also the other online businesses that I run. So for the longest time I've been disciplined in those aspects of my life, but I sort of let myself fuck off in other ones, or like other aspects of my life, whether it was cleanliness in my home life, like not doing my dishes and cleaning up after I cook, or not being disciplined just in other aspects of my life, like I said. So the biggest thing that helped me really propel myself into like the direction I wanted my life to be and the life I wanted to create for myself was not allowing myself to fuck off and be undisciplined in any aspect of my life. So whenever I don't want to do something just because I don't want to do it, I say this saying in my head. I say, just because you don't want to do it isn't a good enough excuse not to do it. And then I fucking do it, whatever it is. If it's doing my dishes right after I'm done using them, wiping the counter after I'm done cooking, or like folding my laundry right after it's done, like that type of stuff. Because I feel like you either go all in or you don't. You shouldn't be disciplined in certain aspects of your life and then not disciplined in others. Because as soon as you taste yourself fucking off in one aspect of your life, that shit trickles down into every other facet of your life and affects it as well. So just, that's more like life advice in general, but like also it helped me out a lot in trading because it made me more disciplined, right? It made me stick to my trading plan more consistently, and just overall better trader, more level-headed. Like, I'm not freaking out because I lost 2.5%. First of all, I never would, but like that's just like a broad example. And still sticking true to my trading plan, like not being afraid of entries just because I lost money today. Like that shit's gonna happen. Statistic wise, it's gonna happen with my trading plan. But the retest seems like it's happening, so I'm waiting for the rejection off the bottom of this, and then once it shows signs of rejection, I'm gonna sell it, and then aim for these lows down here, and then go from there. Also, don't be afraid to like admit to yourself that maybe you aren't disciplined in certain aspects of your life, because like especially with young males, like I'm sure most of you are, we have it's just like a thing that we have ego problems, right? So just allowing yourself to comprehend and self-reflect and say like, yeah, I am a fucking slob at home or whatever, or I am allowing myself to fuck off with how I eat, how I train in the gym, or just different aspects like that. So just really allow yourself to self-reflect truthfully and allow yourself to realize that maybe you are being lazy, and allowing yourself to be lazy in certain aspects of your life and eradicating it. Big push-up, hey? Big push-up. I said you guys could enter off the repush on this, but then again, this wouldn't fit my criteria of an entry either. So this is also, I would not trade this. DGI, I said it was looking like it could potentially buy and then test the tops of this. It looks like if you took that trade idea or that insight and took an entry on it, looks like you'd be in a little bit of profit right now. Still waiting for this trade though. No. If you entered off of this red candle, man, because you thought it was a rejection, like, that's a bad entry. That's an M1, first of all. I personally think M1s mean dick all. And I said this on yesterday's stream, it's probably from PTSD from fucking scalping the Dow. But like, to me, M1s don't mean shit. So that's why I go off of the M5 now. And M5 seems like they have more validity. Like, if you look over here, couple M5 closes, tanks. Look over here, couple M5 closes, tanks, you know? So right here, even right here, couple M5 closes, green, rises. So like M5s have a lot more validity to me, where like right here, you could do, two M1 closes, enter a buy, tanks a little bit. Obviously, it'd still be going in your favor, but like, you get what I'm saying. It's very hit or miss with the M1s. I used to take M1s for a lot more weight than what they are, which I think is incorrect. So it looks like we're trading back in the zone. It looks like we had candle closes in it, but those are M1 closes, so we'll see if this M5 closes, and then we'll be looking for this trade setup that I tried to take right here. If it comes back, retests, and shows signs of rejection to the upside, then I'll buy it again. If not. Anybody that took the EU trade or the GU trade, looking like it's favorable for you guys if you took it. I would play music, but like, my music taste is like metal, country, a little bit of rap, maybe some EDM, especially when I'm trading. So I just have my headphones in and I'm playing music, and I don't want to annoy you guys either with my music taste. If you took the EU trade, probably close. Like you were saying, like, you should only be taking trades with 2RR, which is like the general consensus. But like, to be completely honest with you, RR and win rate do not mean anything. They really don't. They only mean something if you make them mean something. And what I mean by that is, like, if you have a positive outcome at the end of the year from trading, your win rate and your RR don't mean dick. Like, it's literally just like pretty much just made up terms by these day trading influencers and gurus to give them more validity with whatever they're trying to sell you. Okay? So like, that's why when I'm actively managing trades, I don't put stop losses or take profits. Like, I don't give a fuck about win rate or RR. That doesn't mean anything to me. I've seen guys personally with win rates and RRs less than 1, like a RR that's less than 1, with a win rate less than 20%, make over 30% for the entire year trading, compounding their account. So imagine having a less than 20% win rate with a less than 1 RR, making 30% on the account he's compounding in a year. Like, a lot of you are probably like, that's fucking impossible. No, it's not impossible. You've just been too far gone brainwashed with these terms, and you hold so much, they hold so much weight in the trading industry for you. It clearly shows just how fucked up some of the bullshit these guys are spewing to you guys, and then also how much you bought into the bullshit. This wasn't like, if it does come up to the upside, it wasn't necessarily, it fit my entry criteria exactly. Besides what I said, like, I didn't really think this was a potential retest, but it sort of was. Like I said, I like looking at retests like this, where it clearly pushes up and comes down, not just consolidates like this was. So in reality, I should have waited for this to happen and then wait to see if it retested it right here. So that's why I said at the start when I took this entry that it was rushed. Yeah, the biggest thing I see with people that are unprofitable is like after they take a loss like this, they're just afraid to take any more entries, whether it's for the day or just in general. Like that's something you shouldn't do. You should be like a robot, just looking at data, analyzing it, and then once it shows you what you want it to show you, executing off of it. So that's why, like when I took this loss right here, obviously live with you guys, I didn't really react to it because I've been trading for a long time. I've had losses like this, and it's just a part of the game. This reminds me of the trade I took last week where it tanked down, came back up, consolidated, came up, retested it, shows signs of rejections. I bought like right here, and then it continued to go. I can actually find that for you guys. While we wait, it was right here. Tanked, came back up, consolidated, came back up, retested the zone, and then showed signs of rejections, bought it. TP up here, a big tank off right here, just like today. It looks exactly like today. And people always say the market is unpredictable and it doesn't do anything the same. Looks the exact same right here, guys. I'm going to be risking just over 1,000 just because I don't want to turn back up into the zone and stop us out. And then I'm going to aim for the lows that I was telling you about. I'm aiming for 6 grand, risking 1,000 to make 6 for all of you fucking RR lovers. 6 RR. So I put my stop loss over top. If you want to be less aggressive and more conservative, you could even put your stop loss above here, above this where I bought. And I'm aiming for these lows down here. All right. I'm taking this for a retest of this entire zone rather than it trading back into the zone, especially because this M5 closed outside of it, which would burn us, and then we would be out another point, and then I would probably call it quits. This is the reality of trading. Don't win every single day. Don't win every single trade. Sometimes you get shit wrong. Sometimes your trading strategy just, you take losses in it, man. So EU and GU worked out if you took them, took the sells in them. This is where like my psychology comes into play, is why I like scalping, because it's fucking over so quick. You either win or you lose. But being patient. What's going on? Why'd it refresh? What's going on? I come back, it's like way up here, stopped me out. Trading on like behind data. Especially if it breaks down out of this thing, man. Fucking looking favorable, bro. Looking fucking favorable. Up 360 right now. But if you guys don't remember, you guys have a memory of a fucking fish. We lost this trade earlier at the start of the stream. 2.5%. Don't be afraid of taking more entries if you take a loss, but like know when to cut it for yourself. Everybody has a different threshold of when they start revenge trading, and usually it's after one trade for most people. So fucking train yourself to not be an emotional little bitch, because if you are, you're gonna be revenge trading right after fucking one loss. And if you're really gonna get upset over one loss like this, you're risking too much of your account, whether it's a challenge account or personal account, whatever. Like, you're risking too much if you're sweating over one loss or having drawdown for a little bit. Like, you're risking way too much of your account. And you shouldn't even be, like I said, like, you've been lied to if you think you're going to have a win rate that's consistently super high. That's not the truth at all. Not the truth at all. A healthy equity growth and gain percentage is like a line graph that goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, but continually going up to the right. That's what you want to see. You don't want to fucking see people equity in like a trading account going up, down, up, down, up, down. That means that they're fucking gambling and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'll probably stream stay on this live for the next 30 minutes at 10 a.m. my time, and then I'll cut it. And then depending what's going on, I'll just keep you guys updated with the trade through the Discord, because I got things to do for the rest of the day, starting at 11-ish. So why don't I trail stop? You can if you want, man. Like, it's up to you. Like, if you want to be more conservative with what you're risking, you can move it to above this high, like right above this zone level, like if you want, but I just don't. A lot of the times I've seen, or this has happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to you guys, where like you take a trade, it comes down, starts to create a new level, maybe starts to bounce off this level again, maybe comes back down, and you're like, okay, let's put my stops right here. And then sometimes it comes back up, spikes up here, stops you out, and then drops right to your take profit. That's why I don't really waste or spend a lot of time trailing my stop. I just make sure that if I do have a stop loss, is because I'm not going to be actively managing the trade, and just make sure you're not risking too much of your account, because if you do that continually and you continue to lose, you're obviously going to blow your challenge or your personal account. I'd much rather just lose the full amount that I'm risking, which is 1,000 a point, than trailing my stop and getting stopped out and then price raging to my take profit right after. If you want to be like even more conservative and more like aiming at severe long-term growth, like even the amount I'm risking per trade is too much. Like using like a 2 or 3 lot size on this trade and then putting your stops way up here, just so that like you're risking pretty much like the same amount, but you have a lot more room to play for price to bounce around before it continues to drop, would be more ideal. If your main goal is like on a personal account for like severe long-term growth, have a super small lot size, and then have like the area of risk to be really large, because like it's possible it could come all the way back up here and then continue to drop right straight to take profit. So that's why you would have like a big area to work with for drawdown, and then have like a small lot size. So like if I was using like a 1 lot size for example purposes, I'm not actually going to calculate it, but like you could like put your stop loss up here for like $1,000, right? And then down here would be like $1,000, and you're like, holy shit, like $1,000 swing trading that for a week, man, that's a percent. For severe long-term scenarios, like aiming for like 0.5% to like 1% every single month, or like 0.5% to like 3% every single month, I should say, is what you should be aiming for like super long-term growth in a personal account, or if you're compounding private money or hard money. Yeah, that's what you should be doing. But this is a challenge account where the main goal is to try to make as much as you can while you can make it. So that's why I'm risking the amount I am. 1% per trade, I guess 2.5 for this one, so shut up about it. Another sign that you guys don't have like your psychology where you want it to be is like you feel a type of way by it doing like these little flags in the trend. And like if you see like a little push up from like a green candle, an M1 candle, because we're on the M1 right now, you feel a type of way about it, that means that like you don't have your trading psychology where it needs to be, because you shouldn't be feeling a type of way about your trades in general. It's just you executing on data and having an analysis about it. So like I said, if you're in this trade, you should have closed it because it's looking to turn around and come to the upside now. This would be an entry signal to buy, to come up here. Same thing with EU. And the Dow's looking good too, if you're still in that buy. Back test, back test, back test, man. You're only gonna get better if you back test and journal entry everything you do. What workout split am I doing? When I was younger, I say that as if I'm super old. I'm 25, but like when I was like 18 to like 22, 23, I was working out like 6 to 7 days a week. I've never been like a big eater, and I've always had a hard time putting down food, just because like I'm the type of person that feels fine only eating like once every couple of days. So I have to be mindful about eating. So like I never put on like a big amount of size during that time, but like I just love being in the gym and working out every single day. Without it, I feel lethargic. So right now I'm doing 4 days a week. I do chest, triceps, shoulders first day. Second day I do back and biceps, which was today. Third day is legs, and then the fourth day I take off, and then the fifth day I do a full body day, and then the sixth and seventh day I take off. So what that looks like for me right now on my schedule is Monday is chest, triceps, shoulders. Tuesday is back, biceps. Wednesday is legs. Thursday is off day. Friday is full body. Saturday, Sunday's off. That's going to be changing really quick because I've been in the calorie restriction since June 2023 until September 2024. So either losing weight or maintaining weight. Majority of that time I was losing weight. And since September 2024, it's November now, almost December, I've been allowing myself to eat whatever the fuck I want. And really, I wouldn't say like necessarily trying to gain mass, but like obviously since you're eating whatever you want and gain or in a calorie surplus, you're going to be gaining muscle and fat. So for December, I am going to be changing things up and going back to my cardio. I'm going to be incorporating cardio because I haven't been doing cardio either for the last 3 months. For the main reason being, like, the summers I run every single day at least 5 miles just because it's something I like to do. And I haven't been doing it the last 3 months because like running every single day 5 to 7 miles is pretty mentally draining. Take some time off of it, and yeah, so I'm going to be incorporating my running again, my cardio again come December, tone back on my calories a bit, and start cutting into the nice layer of fat I've allowed myself to gain the last 3 months on my stomach, and also hopefully chisel up my face again. So that's my plan. That's what I'm doing right now. At least go like twice a day, or not twice a day, twice a week. I'm gonna go make a coffee, do some other work, get ready for my day. That starts at 11. Keep you guys updated, and I'll redo it all tomorrow, baby. Like I said, like this strategy, my strategy works the best in trending markets, which if we go on the H1, sort of been consolidating, big consolidation, as opposed to here where I made most of the profit, was in this downtrend. Like I said, like my trading strategy excels the most when we're in primarily like a trending market on the higher time frames. Also, another trade idea for you guys is like this was the original break and retest. If it's breaking again, show signs of rejection right here. You can enter again if you did miss this entry. Or you can wait to see if it continues to push up and then comes back down, retest this spot, and then shows signs of rejection to the upside. You could also buy it as well. GU is looking like it's setting up for a buy, bro. Another buy, bro. Like if it comes down, rejects off the bottom of this zone, looks like it's coming back for a retest. If it shows signs back up to show signs of rejection back up to the upside, you could buy GU up to these highs. Sticking to the game plan, sticking to the guns of the trading strategy, and just letting it compound this funded account like it has been so far. And my fucking market's going sideways. Jesus Christ. Fucking make up your mind already. Hopefully on stream in the next like 5 minutes, you know? Boring. Of course, I choose the most boring market to trade, eh? For the day. We missed this trade due to my entry model and what I have. But obviously, my entry model, my stats have gotten us this far, or gotten me this far. But I might start experimenting with testing out break of like structure consolidation zones on the M1. Right there. Yeah, you could do that live, right? You just wouldn't know where the top of it is. Like you could, realistically, if you were looking at, you could have it right there. But either way, if it drops below these wicks, you could look at entering sells. And up here, you could look at entering buys. I don't know, I'll play around with it. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Could just be too risky. Continue to drop. Hit my TP for 6 grand. Then I request a withdrawal and get denied a payout. Hopefully you guys took into consideration these two markets that would have hit TP if you took the trades I was talking about. Hopefully you took it into consideration and took them. Whether it was the EU sell or the GU sell or the DGI buy or the EU buy off of this candle. I like the way of it. Look at this push down, especially because this could be another retest of the key consolidation zone. Especially if it breaks under these lows right here and maybe starts trading into this little M1 zone. Looking favorable, man. Out of all the markets, I wanted to trade dollar CAD today because of these massive movements yesterday, and this one obviously too later in the evening. I was like, man, if dollar CAD's moving like that on Monday, she's going to be moving a lot throughout this week. Of course, the one day I choose to trade it, we have like a small movement and now we're just sort of consolidating in this lull. Whereas the other markets that I trade are fucking moving, dude. Like, god damn it. Of course, I choose the most boring one. I guess watching me lose 2.5 grand is pretty boring. Or not boring, pretty exciting. Back up to like 0.4%. It's looking like it wants to break down. Alright, a couple more minutes, then I'm getting off stream. I gotta go get ready for things. Get ready for my day. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. And I might just upload this one on YouTube as well. For some reason, my streams and my recordings of my streams have been freezing after 35 minutes. So today I'm actually using like a new screen recorder that I actually I have hopes that it's going to be better and that it's going to actually record the entire stream and not just 35 minutes of it. So after I close out of this, I'm going to check the recording. If it does record the entire stream and doesn't freeze after 35 minutes, I'm going to upload it to YouTube. That's it for me for the day. We lost this trade. Took the opposite trade because it's looking like it's rejecting off of this zone now. A couple retests to give us confirmation that it's looking like it's going to start pushing down. But then again, it still is struggling to break through this area right here. That's an area of interest that we need to look out for. But either way, I'm holding this either to stop loss or take profit. And I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. And for everybody watching this on YouTube, if I do decide to upload it to YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me lose money, and then also showing you how I stick to my guns and my trading strategy by taking this trade and not being afraid to enter another one. And that goes for everybody else in the live stream as well. And if you're interested in getting access to a free $50,000 challenge account and getting access to watching me trade live and getting access to all my trades that I take, like the ones I took today, that would make you lose money on your challenge account or on your personal account or whatever, but also that has gotten me $13,000 on this funded account, and then also made me get access to the funded account by allowing me to pass the evaluation phases of the challenge, and then to even get access and then make 13 grand on this funded account. If you want to get access to all of that, my trading group, the Discord, my trade ideas, my trade breakdowns, and also a free $50,000 challenge account, click the link in the bio or ascendantacademy.ca, or just hit the Discord link directly and join the group. $20 a month, you get access to everything. Way more than everybody else. All right, have a good day. I'll keep you guys updated with how this trade works out. All right, this is me updating the end of the live stream. We got stopped out of this trade for $1,000. So that brought us from $15,000 total on the funded account to $12,000. Full transparency, you won't see anybody else showing losses, especially ones that are on an actual funded account. So these two trades I took were losses for a total of $3,500 loss, or 3.5% loss. 12 grand total on my funded account now. So the next part of the week is just trying to gain that back, or we keep on losing until we get to 10 grand and then I cut it, and then that's when I request a withdrawal from the prop firm. So if you want to get access to following along and watching me get gain profits on this funded account and then also on other ones, click the link in the bio to join the trading group. $20 a month, you get a free 50K challenge account, and then also you get to watch me trade live. Some of them we win, like the one yesterday on GU right here for $1,000, and other days we lose, like today on these two ones on USD CAD. Full transparency, not going to hide anything from you guys. All the other trades I called out, the other trade ideas, they played in the favor of the way that I analyze them. So GU, it would have been a perfect sell. EU as well, a sell, and then a little bit of buy. DGI, a buy. And yeah, just seems like it wasn't my day. Wasn't the right market to be trading, but that happens, and just work on gaining it back pretty much. All right, join the trading group and let's fucking get to work.